Hello everyone, welcome back to another AU which we are recently going to start, and hope you guys would enjoy it. And I know I have a lot of background noise, but I can't stop, the squirrel is talking. Yes, it is a squirrel. Yep, I'm right. And she's just being so loud and all. But let's start this and hope you guys would enjoy it. And we have a lot of things to cover in this part as it's a little longer. Not that longer, but it is somehow. But as I promised you guys that we'll have a lot of Halloween specials, this is one of it, which is a Luna Deku. Luna, you know what Luna is? Luna is a werewolf, a female alpha werewolf. Okay, yep. I thought, why not make him an alpha? Because we have tried a lot with this Omega verse and all, being making him an Omega and all. Okay, in this part, it's only about the awakening, and I don't know how, but I just really I don't know how, but I every time I make video, I forget to change the title of the video, because this was the template which I used when I was just trying to make, Spider-Man Deku X Deku Bakugo. And I don't know why I did this, because sometimes I really forgot to, you know do some things and all. But I'll try my best to just skip it. Like, I'll just change the frame, so maybe I can erase it all. Okay, so yeah. We have the part where Izuku is just awakening his werewolf form, his werewolf powers and all, and it's quite painful. Not quite, it's literally really painful. And that's what he is going through. He's losing control, he's giving into his werewolf, okay? And he is just doing whatever his werewolf wants, okay? Which is, she wants to bite others. Like, she really wants she has a bloodlust and all. So that's what he is doing and all, okay? And don't worry, we'll get a lot of stuff. And I just want to clear it all to you guys that they aren't teenagers in this AU, they'll be adults. And I'm sorry for that, because a lot of people would say that I shouldn't make videos about being teenagers and stuff like that. So yeah, okay, we don't have any issues when they are literal adults, like in their 20s or something, which is in the start of video they literally are 20. It's exact 20. But then we'll have a flashback in which they'll be a little lesser. Like in the flashback they'll be like, 18 to 19 years old, which is they're still in the UA, and in the, third year of UA and all. And then we'll see how Inko knows everything, what is Inko's perspective of everything, what Inko knows about all of this and stuff like that. Okay, yes, I know there's a lot to cover, but I'll try my best to provide everything to you guys, so you can always just, you know deal with it and all. Okay, yeah. And this isn't a core. This will contain a lot of horror, scenes and all, maybe. Okay, but I'll try to make it simple so everyone can understand, everyone can read this and all. And if you guys did have problem with my voice, you can always mute the video. Okay, and I don't recommend you to hear my voice, because I know it's not that great, and my accent doesn't resemble to any, native and all. But I'm trying. Everything takes time, and I'm just still working with it. Okay, and still have a lot of work in, here in education and all. And it's still really, really really, really too much for me. And you can always hear the cat. Okay, she is just being herself, and I don't know whatever she is doing, but she's just being so loud and all. Okay, so maybe I'll try to read the script, but still now I'm not doing that. So I'll have to start reading that. So it won't be that much of a trouble for you guys who are listening and watching all this. Okay, yep, let's do this. I don't think so. Okay, that Zuko's body is changing. He is becoming taller, buffer. No, okay. Yes, he is changing a lot. Okay, you can always go and buy new things and all if you need them. Is it okay? Hmm, I think so, Mom. But we just gave away all of the old ones 15 days ago. Like, this is okay. Everything is changing real quick, and it's all really, really just confusing for him. Not for his mother, but it is for him because he don't know anything about the past he has come from, his father, and all. He doesn't know anything about him and all. He just know that his name was Hisashi Midoriya, and he was killed by some people. He just only know this. He doesn't know exactly what happened and why was that happening and all. Okay, you were just answering it a little bit. Maybe that's the reason your body is changing and all. Maybe, but I don't know. Let's just start dinner. Dinner's already. Let's just start dinner already. It's getting cold. You came back home after a while. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mom. I made your favorite cartoon. You know, you really enjoy that, so I just thought that to give it a try. Thanks, Mom. I really love it. I'd really appreciate it. Let's continue. And then Izuku starts eating. Okay, not to mention the amount he's gonna eat is really hilarious. I know, I know many of you guys would say this, but literally it is hilarious. Like, you can see yourself, he's gonna eat 6 to 7 bowls of katsudan. Chicken rice food. Okay, maybe 8, not 7, 8. For an average person, one is too much. For me, obviously, I cannot even finish the whole bowl of this. I don't know why, but still, they do have a great appetite, Izuku. Yeah, I know. It's alright. I need a lot of it. And here I am. We're back with, another another series which we are going to start. And I hope it'll be just as you guys expected it, because as the Halloween month started, we had to make some Halloween themed stuff, and you guys were asking me, you guys were whining in my ears about this, so there we have it. Okay, and I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but hopefully it'll be worth it and worthy of your time and all. But okay, let's start this. I'll just try to explain all this, and then I'll try to explain whatever I am working with, other story I am working on, and yeah, okay. So in the werewolf, you know, what do we say it in the werewolf world, werewolf universe and all, there are three types of werewolves existing, and they are alpha, beta, and omega. Okay, these three are really like everyone knows about them, but let's take it to another level, which is the supreme alpha, and which is the leader of the pack, and he's really strong and all, and he has the color of eyes describe their strength and all, which is the alphas have red eyes, the betas mostly possess like maybe orangish something, but the omegas possess yellowish tone of their tint in their eyes, and as alpha, become bigger in the rank, their eyes started color changing their colors, and if a werewolf has killed, uh, if a werewolf had killed an innocent person, their eyes would be blue. Yes, I don't know how does it make sense, but it is whatever it is written in Linopsy and all, and I don't know how it makes sense and all. And werewolves are, they're really affected by metals, mostly silver. They hate silver because whenever werewolves has high speed, high mobility level, they have high IQ, and they can see things a normal human can't. They can hear things which a normal human can, because they really have super hearing senses and all. They can smell everything, they can see whatever is going on, whatever is going in the shadows and all stuff, etc. But they can heal real quick, like if the limb of werewolf is cut, they'll grow back it again, and it's not that much of problem, that much of trouble for them, because they have this type of thing in their blood going on and all. But when they get hit by silver or metal, it pauses the reaction, it pauses all the recovery rate and all. And if the werewolf was hit by a bullet, it won't heal, they would die for that and all. It's that poisonous for a werewolf and all. Also, if a werewolf bite a normal human, they will be transformed into a werewolf as well. But for that, they'll have to be there's a limitation of the full moon night and all. But if a werewolf bites a female, mostly they'll die, because being the transitions to a female werewolf, to a female whatever it is, it's really hard. But if the female has become a werewolf and they are going to transform into a alpha female werewolf, it'll take really much of their strength and all. And the most powerful creatures among werewolves are the lunas, which are this not most powerful. They are the second most powerful creatures besides the alpha of the pack, because they are just they're the protector. They stand low mostly because there is alpha. But when the alpha is hurt, or whenever alpha requires them, they would help him, because they are there for him. Okay, so we are discussing the topic of Luna in this AU. So there is a lot of more to explain, but I don't know how to explain it, how to put it in my words. It's really really hard for me, and like it's really hard. So I'm just trying to put all of the knowledge into words, which I know I just lack it. But trust me, I'm trying to improve. I'll try to improve time to time and all. Okay. But in this AU, there isn't alpha bite, there isn't werewolf bite and all. Everyone in this AU didn't got bitten by, and if they would get bite by a werewolf, they won't turn into a werewolf because there isn't a simple werewolf in this AU. They're hybrids, okay, and second hybrids mostly, not first hybrid. And second hybrids have recessive genes, they won't be transmitted to their offsprings and all, and all okay. And one more thing, I have to make it clear to everyone is that the marks and all, okay, the mark will appear in the nape of the neck, okay, and it would be colorful if the alpha or whoever marks the other person is alive. It would be colorful, but if they're deceased, it will change their color to and become black, only blackish, to represent that the other person, the other partner, is already dead. And I'm going with the same theory of the wolves, not werewolves, and it is that the wolves don't bond with another partner. Like if their partner dies, they won't be looking for another one. They would spend their life alone, and that's how I am going with in this AU, because I don't know why to do that. Okay, yeah. And besides, we won't be having any deaths, anything like that in this AU. So please be calm. Please hope for the best, because I am not planning to make it a sad AU, because I have done that and it was really sad for me to write that, and I had to just stop making that and think about it again, and then it left all of you guys in tears, I know, and I don't want anyone to cry and all. And also, if you guys really want to watch the Alpha Werewolf series, which I have made on also made, and the last part is to become in, like, I'll upload the last part soon, maybe, which I am just really lazy, and I'm sorry for that, but it will be out soon, so you can always watch that. The link is in my community, I guess. So you can always go and check that out if you guys really like primordial alpha stuff like that. And why primordial? Because primordial is the term we use for the thing which is in pre-existent like existence, like the cells which were present before the life came on earth and all, and the you know the cells which are the reason of the generation of other species and all. So primordial alpha werewolf would be the strongest of all of them, and they would be bigger in size than other, and their transition to a werewolf would simply be literally like wolves. Like when they would transform, they would really look like a wolf, nothing more, nothing less. Okay, nobody would be able to discriminate them from the exact wolf and all. Just one thing which is different is that they can talk, and like they can talk to human, and this is what it makes them different. Also, I know many of you guys wanted a boogeyman series, and I'm still working on that. Boogeyman is a concept which our mothers or parents put in our heads and all. And about the boogeyman, it is the creature which, according to our parents, lives in our cupboards, okay, our bedroom cupboards, or beneath our bed and all. And whenever we fell asleep, whenever we don't fall asleep, and if we do bad deeds and all, our mother would say that boogeyman would come and take you or eat you up and all. And it's kinda, now that I am an adult, I think it's kind of really, really funny because how does it make sense to kids and all? But the real concept is the boogeyman is a creature which lives under the bed, and we're not going with that concept. We're just going with the concept that boogeyman always go after the people who do bad deeds, and his presence is signified by the decrease in temperature and also the creepiness. Like, you would think that somebody is watching you, but somebody isn't. Okay, this is the concept we are going with, like boogeyman and all. He'll go after the bad people but protect the innocents, which is the real concept which our parents put in our heads and all. And it's kind of, reminds me of, it's kind of nostalgic for me. And I know many of you guys wanted a Wendigo, blah blah blah, dark magic, necromancer, and all. We're going with that. We'll do that. And one of these is highly, really, really sad AU, which will have a lot of sad traumas, a lot of things going on here and there, which maybe a lot of people won't like, and a lot of people would be left in tears about that. And when I wrote the story, when I just write all of that, it was really, really like, how am I gonna put all that in my words? But I'm still working on that, and surely soon enough it will be out as well, and many of you guys would be able to watch it. So yeah, whatever going on is, we'll just go back to the concept of werewolves and all, because I just have to explain to you whatever is going on and all. This is just transition from a human to a werewolf, not only a simple werewolf, an alpha werewolf, a Luna, okay? And it's gonna be painful, which I really explained it, because according to Google, it's written there that when a female is transformed into a werewolf, many of females don't, you know, can't bear the pain and all, so they would die. Okay, when a werewolf bites a female, she would die, but if she survives, she would be maybe an alpha werewolf, mostly beta or omega, but maybe she can be an alpha werewolf, and she can be stronger than like other males in the pack and all, and she would be just like protector of the pack and protect everyone in the pack and do everything which her mates want to do and want her to do. Okay, and with that she can be a warrior, she can be she can be a mother figure for everyone, she can be a warrior for everyone, she can even be a killer, a murderer, and all and all. Okay, yeah, it's kind of funny. I know it's kind of funny, and you just think of it as like that, but just don't take it too seriously, because we aren't making serious stories, because everything is fantasy, everything is imaginary, and we aren't going with anything like that. Okay, nothing is happening in real world. We are only humans, and humans don't have powers, which we just thought whenever we were kids. We always thought that when a spider will bite us, we'll become a spider, we'll become Spider-Man or Spider-Woman or something. And if something like something else, like, we always thought that if a cat is biting us, we'll become Catwoman, and like that, it was like really funny. Now things like this doesn't happen, it's all imaginary, the word of fiction. It's really, sometimes it really makes us fall for it, and sometimes it doesn't. And as an adult, it still makes me fall for it, as sometimes watching Trinity, I think it would be so much interesting to have their powers and all, but we don't understand how much responsibility they take and all. Like having a death note in our hand is easier, and using that, it's really important how we use that, how we use it and all. Like how Kira used it, how Light Yagami used it, and it made and everything like it wasn't a bad thing. He could be using Death Note for, real justice, but he didn't. And this really proves that like, justice for a person is something which is according to his favors and all. Whatever he wants, he'll do whatever it is and this whole series proves that to me that whenever it comes to yourself, you'll favor yourself, no one else. And it's the really bad thing, a drawback of being a human, that you won't understand others. Others are like minors to you. And I was just watching, and we have the first episode of Chainsaw Man, and then I was just watching Zero, and it was really awesome. Like, gosh, how they made all that graphics and all, like it's really super interesting. Like, how do you guys make it? And then we have another, Marvel is also launching another series which is Werewolf by Night, and I hope it's gonna be great. Like, I haven't watched it because I just always think that whenever things are finished, I'll watch it in one night and all, because I don't know why I can't be curious about some things and all. And once I just leave a thing, I would be just like, don't write it, don't think about it again and all. And yeah, okay, I'll just read some, Google answers for something and all. And which is, according to that, which is written here, is that a werewolf is a mythological creature, a mythological animal, and the subject of many stories throughout the world, and more than a few nightmares. Werewolf, according to some legends, people who morph into vicious, powerful wolves. Others a mutant combined by human and wolf. And yeah, okay. How did someone become a werewolf? Which is, I explained it, but still, to become a werewolf, it is necessary to be bitten by a werewolf in their wolfish form at the first time of full moon, when the wolf's saliva mingles with the victim's blood. Contamination will occur, and it will convert you to a werewolf. No, don't get bitten by a werewolf, because it won't be good for you. Okay? And hearing other people's just mumbling and all will give you a headache. It's I really don't understand why why people in novel and other people make it as a fantasy, like power and all. But I think listening to other people mumbling, like listening to other people's thought and all, it's a curse, according to me. Because if you'll be able to listen to everything, you'll be like, you won't be able to concentrate on whatever you are doing, and it will be really bad for you. Like, it will be really bad for your work, whatever. If you are doing a job, it will be not good for you. Like, you won't be able to focus on whatever the work you have, and you would be just, yeah, Sam, whatever the Sam is saying. Oh, and Adam, what are you saying? Like, man, it sucks, I think. And sad news was our favorite hero. Like, everyone, we are really watching Harry Potter for like a while now. Like, we really love Hagrid, but the character has passed away, and it's really sad news and all. Okay. And rest in peace to the legend. You know, I don't know what to say more, but to tell you more about all this and all. Okay, what's stronger, a vampire or a werewolf? Let's see what is it. Werewolves are moral and age just like humans do, while vampires don't age and are immoral except for some things that might kill them, like sunlight and garlic. Okay, and vampires are immortal, they, like they can't die. They have enhanced senses, eligibility, superhuman strength, and all. While werewolves are nearly invulnerable, speed high, and all, which is basically a lot. And when we were talking about the weaknesses, their weakness is silver. A werewolf's main weakness is their vulnerability to silver or any object containing silver, as they can be killed or harmed with a variety of silver objects like silver stakes, knife, bullets, axes, letter opener, handcuffs, spoon, and forks, etc. Even the mere contact with the silver will hurt them. Just like in Maleficent, we have seen it, the true example of how she just got hurt by that thing. Okay, you have seen that when king, the king had the whole armor of silver, and then when he grabbed her neck, she was burned for that and all, and it was really, you know, it wasn't silver, it was iron, but in the case of werewolf, you can imagine it as silver. Okay, we'll be discussing all of these weaknesses and all of these stuff in further, when we get any further in the stories, but we don't just we're just going with this and all. And yeah, they'll have fangs. Practically he will have fangs and he'll use them, and we'll have a lot of scenes in this MU which he'll be fighting with the villains with his werewolf abilities, and he'll be using them. So don't worry if you like the adventure and you like the shonen stuff. We'll be adding that here as well. So don't worry about that and all. And it is just the beginning of the story. So think of it as a preview of whatever you guys can think it is and all. And I don't know why, but it's really too much for me to voice over all the whole of the video, and really. Okay, so we have a character named Mitsuki Wako. He would just be like, I want to be a werewolf as well. Like, I want to hear whatever my son is trying to say on my back, which is he is trying to say a lot. And there's the thing, there's the cats. You wanna feel all of that things, and then you just complain about all the voices, all of the noises, which you are already complaining about whenever I'm at home, which is like genuine reason of her son. Her son is just being genuine and all. And yeah, Okay, going with all we had and all, okay? We have seen a lot of things like the fangs and the canines are just going to be the really prominent creature Izuku would possess. Like the first thing he changed, his body changed and all. First thing changed about him was the fangs in the other episode as well, in this as well. His fangs are a little bigger and that he can't even close his mouth fully. Yes, he can't. And he thinks that first he was thinking that it was something like he should go to dentist and just take them out. Like what is it and why are they so big and all? But then now that he knows that he is a hybrid, he'll try to overcome everything. He'll try to overcome and all. His shift, we'll also see him shape shifting from his werewolf form to his normal human form. And yes, other party doesn't know about this, doesn't know about Izuku being a hybrid and all. And they are, I know, they're at loss like this because if they do something like being a werewolf, he can easily snap the neck and do whatever he wants, which he was about to do when he first transformed into a werewolf, but he didn't. He was stopped by something and all, and he would do that to the villains as well. And Neutrophobia. Okay, yes, I should have put this trigger here that the people having leukophobia shouldn't be watching it because we have a lot of that moments which if I would animate this AU, if I would animate this part, it won't be that, you know, that much of easy ongoing story like it is. We'll have a lot of things like in the night shade he would be standing with his eyes glowing and he would be glaring at other people, not other people, specifically his mother Inko, and which he did. She got scared of him. Like she was just holding the snacks in her hand and she just came back to the TV lounge where her son was watching a movie. Okay, she asked him to put something on and all the lights were off. Okay, just the dim light of the TV, and she saw two red eyes glowing in the darkness. With that, two fangs, not two, four fangs, which were exposed to light, and it was really a horrifying image, according to her, that she just cast and just threw all the snacks she had in her hand. And then he just came back to reality. Like he was just when he heard her dropping something off, he just shaked his head like what is going on, and he just went to his mother to help her put everything up and all, and she's just really scared at this time. Like she is like looking at him that he is normal to himself again, and in a minute of seconds he is normal. And like how is it happening and how is he doing this and all. And I'm really sorry for this, but we aren't having any vampires in this AU. We'll have another separate AU in which we'll have vampires. Okay, just forgive me about this, but still. And we had the vampire queen, which was tell me the story would be she would be cased by someone, and someone would help her to get out and all the stuff and all the things. And I know it doesn't sound that intriguing, but it'll when I'll just put that in my own words and all. Maybe, maybe I'll just say maybe because many of you guys won't understand whatever is going on and all. Okay, Yep, and there we have it. Another thing, the painkillers won't be that effective. Even the highest dosage of painkillers won't affect them. Why? Because their body is immune to everything, and they won't be showing an effect of this and all in this AU maybe. I know many of you guys won't understand. Would be just, it won't be that much of a hassle for some people, but it would be for someone. And I'm sorry if it is for you. And there is the reason, because of being hybrid, the normal medicines aren't effective. The medicines, the the dosage which is required to be effective isn't available, and this is the reason, which is pretty obvious. Like, okay, of course, can we leave now? Of course you can. Thanks, Lady Shio. Stay safe out there. Let's go. hmm There's a little pause, and I know why is it, because they're just this pause just thinks they're traveling and all. Okay, so where do you wanna go? I don't know. You big. I just I'm just really hungry. So can I get some raw meat? Raw. I am just I have just highlighted this word, raw meat. Okay? Okay. Let's go get something from the butcher shop. Yeah. And I really, it won't be enough for me. I know. Wanna visit someone? No. I just want to have a bite, and then I just want to go home. Something wrong? I'm just not in the mood of anything. These people have smell, and it's too much for me. I'm still not used to smelling all these scents and all. Okay, here we are at you can take the mask, so you won't be that much affected by the scents and all. Thank you, but it's too plain. I can't stand this as well. Like, no scent. It's really too bad for me. Now you're complaining about this as well. What are you doing, huh? I was just trying to just have some. Sorry, I don't even feel comfortable without incense, so I just thought it will be good for me. Fine, let's go, okay? Now they went to the butcher shop, okay? Travel dinner. And here we have it, whole episode of whatever fantasy and all. If you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please hit that like button. If you enjoy watching this type of content, please hit the subscribe button so you never miss, and also press that bell icon too so you never miss any video update from my channel. And see you tomorrow, not tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow. And we all see you, and let's get me to another 1k series, 1k series and all. Bye bye, love you all. See you tomorrow on the other channel, basically with another album, with another Werewolf series, with another Halloween stuff and all. Bye bye.